Welcome to the Accidental Cajun YouTube channel. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I enjoyed hunting birds and trapping and fishing, and as I got older I liked grilling out and cooking out outside. And that's what the Accidental Cajun channel's all about. It's outdoor cooking, indoor cooking, hunting and fishing in Louisiana. I've been living here for 17 years. I married my wife. She is from Louisiana. She is not Cajun, but she calls me the Accidental Cajun. So I'm going to give you, this is our home on the bayou in Henderson, Louisiana. And there's a lot of work to do, but we're gonna make this into a B&B, and it's got a nickname. It's called the Hovel on Huval, and that's a whole nother channel about us renovating this foreclosure home on the bayou. There's alligators right back there. And I got cameras set up. I got a camera set up over here on this tree looking down that way, and I had one over here, but a red squirrel ate the camera cable. But I got cameras all over this house. And see, there's one looking at me right now. It's got the light on, showing motion. This is one of my boats. It's a Bass Raider. It's pretty much a one-man pontoon boat. Those are my mosquito nets for catching mosquitoes for my minnow trap. I'll show you that in a minute. My hammock that I never get in because I'm too busy. And I got my muck boots because you're going to need them down here. And my grilling utensils. And I'm missing something over there. A steak flipper. But there's my Weber grill. There's nothing better in the world than a Weber, in my personal opinion, for just a basic grill. We'll cover that in a little bit. This is a fire pit that was inside the house. I'm probably going to cook some meat on that one day. This is my minnow tank. I got minnows down in there. I feed them ants. I'll put a video on that. I put a pork chop out in the yard on an ant pile. They get all on the pork chop. I tie a string around it, pick it up, dump it in there. All the ants float to the top and they get eliminated pretty quickly. This is another camera I got. Solar power for the aerator for the minnow tank. This right here was a John boat someone gave me. Okay, I beat it to death going up and down that bayou right behind that white boat. I'll show you that in a little bit. This is a worm farm now. It's going to hold approximately 174,000 worms. And these green things, this is all part of a worm farm 360. Okay, there's one worm farm 360 and there's another worm farm 360 right here, and that's how I got started like 13 years ago, raising worms. But now I'm going to raise them in a John boat and in bathtubs. This is a renovated house, so I got earthworms in here only, big ones, big huge worms from Louisiana. These are Louisiana worms from the woodlands, okay, from our forest on our other house. And this is a big green 50-gallon whatever that I got a spigot on, and I got a few minnows in there. And there's my minnow traps. There's another one, another camera. I got cameras all over this place. Audio and video. Audio and video all day long. This is our bayou. Okay. Like I said before, there's alligators that just come over here, and turtles. You know, they sit on logs and stuff. I gotta clean this up. There's a bunch of trash over there. But there's my little worm container down there. My fishing pole's over here. And I'm gonna clean this all up. There'll be another video on all that. A fire pit for nighttime. I got lights set up to light this bayou up. This is my sitting log. S-I-T-T-I-N. Sitting. That's where I like just to sit, and that's my beat 'em down stick. for whatever comes in the yard that I don't want, like an armadillo or a big snake, or put that in the boat and hit an alligator on the head if it tries to get close to me. But they won't. I hear that they won't do it. This whole bayou, I mean, the vegetation is unreal because there's a lot of minerals in there. So everything close to that bayou that has a bunch of minerals in it is going to grow real fast. I got to cut my grass like twice a week because it's crazy. This is a boat right here that I traded a gun for. I'm a big gun lover. So I traded my neighbor this boat and trailer for a 350 Legend. And they love the gun, I love the boat, everything worked out pretty good. This is how I launch it. Right down there. That is my prototype Swamp Pro Huck. It's like a frisbee type deal. You know, it's kind of like a fishing noodle that you can throw into the water. You know, if you throw it out there, it's hooked up to a 750-pound paracord, then a 30-pound test line and a hook, and you put some bait on there and it'll start moving if you get a catfish. You can just throw them away from the boat. It ain't like a pool noodle. You can't really throw those things. They just float. This is a couple kayaks I got from my neighbor next door because they went out on the bayou and tipped over and fell in the water, and they came back and immediately gave it to me. Gave them both to me. One of them had a hole in it, you know, so I just kind of fixed both of them. Reinforced both. They float really good now. This is a zip line I created. Okay. I got this. This is a tongue off of a trailer. Okay, from that John boat trailer over there. I took the tongue off of it, dug a hole with a fence post or a fence post digger or whatever, and put that up there and secured it to this tree. This is my tree, and down to here. And it holds a little birdhouse, but this is a zip line. I'm going to zip line down there, put some lights down here to light up the bayou and do some bayou bow fishing. And I'm going to put a hammock up here. And then I'm going to be able to zip line all the way back down there, over to that tree. Got a lot of work to do. But see all that trash? I got to clear up all that trash too. So that'll be another video. But this is just a little brief video of our life at the hovel on Huval. You know, the inside's completely wrecked. The outside don't look too bad. There's 2 more cameras. You know? So this is my truck, my little farm truck. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And this is my little neighborhood. You know, we got about 20 cats that live next door over there. But anyway, I'm just giving you a little tour around the front. Be kind. I'll try and remember that. Another camera. 2 air conditioner units. And I gotta do some work here because we had a new electrical put in right here. But that unit, I'm having problems with that. I gotta call the AC man. But there's another camera. See, all the way around. All the way around, we got audio and video. But we don't pry on neighbors. We don't care about that. We just care about securing our place and catching some thieves in the act. See, look at this truck. You know I'm from the country when you got a bunch of stuff all up in the back, chainsaws and weed eaters. Look at this blade. This is going to be a whole nother video. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's like a chainsaw blade for brush. It works really good. But yeah, so there's a winch hooked up to a log so I can just pull whatever I want out of the bayou. Boats up, it don't matter. 2,500 pounds that thing will pull. Love it. And I use this truck. It's 4-wheel drive. So I kick it in 4 low and drop that boat right in there on a chain or whatever. There's another camera. Premises protected by 24-hour audio and video surveillance. By entering, you agree to be audio and video recorded. That's just the way it is. But anyway, y'all, this place is fun. You know, I'm having the time of my life, and I want to share it with you. Me and my wife want to share it with you. Maybe one day I'll get her on video, because she's definitely a big, huge part of my life, and I'd like her in my videos. This is our stuff. But I see alligators over here all the time. I got binoculars. I look down there and see alligators all down there. There's a big one that lives right here. Big Mama. Then Cuddles and Fluffy, which is what two alligators that I named. They used to live right in here. Since the water rose up, I haven't seen them, but I see turtles all the time. Families of turtles. But anyway, this is the Accidental Cajun. And we're gonna do some outdoor cooking, some grilling, smoking, make beef jerky, Cajun recipes, boudin, grow peppers, all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, thank you. And tune in for our next adventure.